Hi guys, welcome in this MQL5 tutorial video, and in this video I will show you how you can create a simple expert advisor template that is going to save you a lot of time when creating your own expert advisors. So the idea is that a lot of expert advisors are based on receiving a signal. So that's, for example, your RSI going above or below certain level, and after that executing the rest, therefore opening position and managing position. In these types of expert advisors, the only thing that changes, or the main thing that changes, is the signal source. So you can try different techniques of generating the signal. So for example, instead of using RSI, use MACD indicator or such, but the rest of the code stays the same or nearly the same. But when you are trying to develop such expert advisor, you surely know that the part that takes you the most of the time of creating the expert advisor is not the signal generating part, but the rest of it. And the rest of it can be put into template, so you can just copy and paste it, and by this speed up your progress in creating expert advisors. So let's get to it. I am in my MT5 editor right here, as you can see in my YouTube file, and I will create a new expert advisor called template. We don't need any parameters right now. We can leave this as it is as well, so just click on next, next, and finish. And I'll just try to, I hope this is okay. Some of you guys commented that the font is too small, so I will make it bigger like this, or maybe like this. I hope this should be okay, or just to be sure, sorry, like this. I think this should be okay. If not, I will zoom in the editing of this video. So let's get to it. If we break this template down, I will just delete the things that we do not need. So that's this. Also, we don't need any of these comments right here. So yeah, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this. Okay, so just 1 second here. Okay, this also, and this should be it. Okay, so this is what we are working with. So I will divide everything into a function, so it's nice and clear of what functionalities the template consists of. And let's start. So firstly, we need to import a trade library that will allow us to open positions for our expert advisor, and you do so like this, MQH, and then you just create your trade class. In my case, I'm going to call it trade, just like this. It's really simple, and yeah, we have all we need, or all functions we need are imported, and we can move on. Now, when we are creating an expert advisor, we will be working on this on take function, and when we are creating an expert advisor, we need some function for receiving a signal, and based on this signal we will do the rest. So I will create an integer function called signal without any parameters. And here I will just type function for receiving trading signals. 1 is equal to buy / 2 is equal to sell. Okay, so now I will create an integer variable called signal. Let's set it to 0 and then call return signal. So in this function later on we can declare our conditions for opening either buy or sell positions, but we need some sort of function like this in order to continue. So on this take function, what we will do is to create internal variable called signal, and then we want to run the signal function. So this is it. Let's compile it, and we don't have any errors, so that's good. From this on we want to create a new function that is going to be called so it's going to be a type of void, so we don't want to return anything, we just want to execute the code in it, and we will call it open positions. So yeah, and we will need one parameter in it that is going to be called integer signal. Okay, so later on what we will do is that we will pass this variable into this function, and based on the signal we will either open, buy or sell position. And yeah, let's do it. Okay, so if signal is equal to 1, so based on this condition the 1 is equal to buy position, then we will want to execute a buy and else if signal is equal to 2, in that case we want to execute a sell. I will add one more condition here, but that can be removed if you want to, and that's just that if positions total is equal to 0. So I don't want to have more open positions than just one position, so for this I will include this condition right here and this looks great. So now we need to figure out how to open buy and sell position, and that's pretty simple. Firstly, we need to create two variables. One is for the ask price, so in symbol info double current symbol and symbol ask, and the second one is bid price, and that is going to be symbol info double as well symbol bid. Okay, so this is what we need, and then we will go up here and we will create some input variables. So when opening positions we need to know what our take profit and stop loss is, and that's what we will declare in here. So first is going to be group, so let's call it position management, something like this. It really doesn't matter at this point, but yeah, let's call it like that, and let's create two variables. So the first one is input double take profit points, let's set that to 100, and the second one is input double stop loss points, so let's set that to 500, and yeah, also we will need input double volume, so let's set this to 0.01 lots, and I think this is all we need at this stage. So let's go. So now we will execute a buy position at our with our volume symbol is equal to symbol, price, ask price. So that's why we need it to obtain this ask price here. Stop loss is going to be ask price minus stop loss points multiplied by the point value, and take profit is the same but plus, so ask plus take profit points multiplied by the point value. And we can also pass a comment saying buy position. Okay, and let's do the same thing for the sell. So I'll just take this here, sorry. Sorry, I will paste it here, and let's call sell. So let's do something like this and sell position. Okay, so this looks well. This looks really well. So we have our open positions function done. So then we go back here and just call open positions with a signal variable. Or what we can also do, just to save a little more space, is to call the signal function right here instead. So this is it. So by these two lines of code, we open positions when we need to. Okay, so that's great. Now let's move on to the positions management function, something like that. So we can add, for example, the break even option or the trailing stop option or something like this, and we will do exactly that. So yeah, let's do it. So input group risk management or positions. Okay, position settings, and here is going to be position management function. Okay, this is good. And let's start with the break even. So firstly we need to create a boolean variable called use break even. Let's set that to false. So here we can basically switch from using to disabling the break even function. So false is for disabling it and true is for using the break even function. So we can choose whether we wish to use the break even or not. And below that we will just do simple stuff. So break even trigger points, let's set that to 50, and input double break even move points 25. So these two variables right here, the first one tells us how many points in a profit we have to be in order to move the stop loss, and the second one tells us how many points into a profit we want the stop loss to be moved. So in this case scenario we have take profit for 100 points. So when we open a position we have take profit for 100 points. If we are 50 points in a profit, we move our stop loss 25 points into a profit as well. So that's how the break even function works. So let's get down here and create our break even function. So first thing we want to check is the if use break even is equal to false, then we want to return without executing the rest of the code. So we will do it like this, and then we just loop through all of the open positions. Sorry, X++. And yeah, let's get its ticket. That's right here. Let's get the position type. So that's integer type. Also, what I will do, I forgot one thing, that's a magic number. So let's get a magic number, and what I will just do here is to create a new input group. That's EA settings, and let's say input integer magic number. So this is like an identification number for your expert advisor. So for example, when you use multiple expert advisors on on the same chart, these numbers make sure that you, for example, don't change the positions of another expert advisor. So that's like your ID for your positions. And just we need to set, okay, now how's the set expert magic number? It's right here, the magic number. Okay, so this is great. Then we need some more information about our positions in order to create a break even. So position open, so this is going to be for our position open price. Then position current, that's going to be for our position get double for our current price. Then we need position take profit, like this, and position stop loss, like this. Okay, so we need one more variable called the distance, and this distance variable is going to be for calculating how many points in a profit we are. So that's that. Okay, we have some errors here, so let's check what errors we have here. And it seems like we just forgot, yeah, like this, yeah. Okay, just a typo there. Let's continue. So if position type, we with this type of template we can have only two types of positions. So position type by, so that's the first, or else if, I'll also do it right here, else if type equals position type cell. So we have two types of positions that we can get with this template, and let's execute the rest of the code. So firstly, we need to know whether we are in a desired profit or not, and with this the distance variable is going to help us. So for buy position, we want to check the position current price minus the position open price, and we want to divide it by point, so we get this in points. So now we can compare this value with our input value right here, so that's good. I will take this here, copy it here, but for the sell position we want to go from position open to position current price, and and the rest is the same. So now let's check our conditions. So the first condition is that the distance is larger or equal to break even trigger points, and the second condition is that because we don't want to modify our positions more than once, and in order to check whether our position has been modified before or not. We will check if position stop loss is below the position open price, because if it's below the position open price, then we haven't touched the position yet, and we can change it right here or right now. So trade position modify with the ticket stop loss. Now we want to enter a new stop loss, which is going to be position open price plus the break even move points, and this is going to be multiplied by the point variable, and the take profit stays the same. And now let's take all of this, paste it here, and the only thing we want to change is this sign here. So we want to position stop loss to be above the position open price when we are dealing with the type sell positions. So yeah, that's that. And we also want here not plus but minus, and the rest stays the same as well. Okay, so now we have our break even function done. So I will go here and call break even function. Okay, so now a lot more possibilities for this can be added, or more functions to get it more enhanced can be added as well. But at this point I would like to check if what we have so far works as it should be working. So I will go down here, signal, and let's say that we want for our testing signal, or as our testing signal, we want to use something simple such as moving average crossover. So yeah, okay, let's or do you know what, we will use something even more simple, or no, we will stick with the moving average crossover. So let's go here, create two variables, so fast moving average. So this is just for the testing purposes, so that's why I just need two random moving average periods, and I am not interested in whether this combination works or not. I just need to test my code. So that's that. So fast handle, slow handle. Let's go here, fast handle equals I moving average for simple period, fast and zero mode, simple moving average price close. So slow handle, the same thing. Sorry, period current, slow moving, simple price close. So I'll just go down here, our signal, create fast array, slow array, and let's copy buffer. So fast handle 0 0 2 fast array, and copy buffer with slow handle 0 0 2 slow array. And now let's compare. So so signal, we have our signal variable here, so let's do something like this. So signal equals, so if fast array at the current position is above slow array at current position, and slow and fast array shifted is below slow array shifted, then we want to buy, because our fast array goes above the slow array, therefore that's buy signal. And I will just take this here, copy here change the signs equal, let's assign the value of 2, and yeah, so this should be our signal. So now if I go to my MT5, I go to this tester, and this is just of some of my projects. So let's find our YouTube and template, and I click on this. We should see that this should be working. Let's check it. So we are waiting for our first crossover that happens here, and let's see. So our stop loss is for 500 points, take profit for 100 points, so this works really well. And now, okay, so what happened here is that yeah, this is something that can be changed, but this depends on the enter you want. So this is something that would have been changed in the entry function and it's simply that you don't want to open multiple positions at the same bar. So yeah, so that's what we would have to do, but that's okay for now. Okay, so buy position, and yes, so now you can see that we are not using our break-even function, and the explanation is simple. It's just that we have our initial value set to false. So if we set this to true, and let's increase the take profit just in order to be able to see the moving the stop loss to be moving. So let's check it. So now we are just waiting for our sell position. Okay, this was too fast. Sorry, this was too fast for us to catch, so let's wait for our buy position. Let's speed this up, just 1 second. We have buy position, and now let's check the stop loss to be moving. You should be able to see, and yeah, it moved right here. Okay, so that's our break-even function, which works as well. Okay, so yeah, let's add some more functionalities to this. Next thing I am thinking of is to give the user multiple possibilities of calculating the volume. So we can do it like with the static value like this, but what I like better to do is to make the volume dynamic, or how to call it, progressive. So that's something I would like to add. And dynamic volume is really simple. You basically increase the volume as you have more money or more capital, and you decrease the volume as you have less capital. So yeah, that's it. Let's add this to our template. So I will create a new group called volume settings, and yeah, just if you are wondering what these groups are, it's just like containers for our user inputs interface. So here you can see that this is the group, this is the group, this is the group, this is the group. It doesn't add any other functionality to our code, but it just looks nicer to use. So that's just that. Okay, so in our volume settings, let's create an enum. So enum is like a data type of different choices you can choose from, and yeah, then you can work with it. So volume types, let's go it like this. So the first option is static volume. So this is what we have been using so far. So that's like you assign one value to your volume and it stays the same all the way, or you can create dynamic volume, and that's that the volume is going to be changed based on your capital. Okay, so now we are going to change these values here as well. So the first is to obtain the volume types type. So input volume types volume type, and let's set the initial value to static volume, and then we don't want to use volume, or we want to use something like volume value, and yes, this should be a lot better. Now of course we need to change the code a little bit because we changed this variable. So in this case our code doesn't know this variable anymore, but we will change it in a second. Why I called this variable volume value, not volume, is that we will change this value here based on our choice here. So if we choose the static volume, we will pass static volume number here. But if we choose dynamic volume, this variable is going to expect to receive like how much capital per the minimum lot size. So if we chose dynamic volume, then I can type something like 200 in here, and it means that for each 200 points of capital, or like if you have 1000 euros in your account and you type 200 here, 1000 divided by 200 is 5, and the calculation later looks like this. So 0.01 times capital divided by volume value. So this is how the calculation looks like. So, and this is the volume value. So if you have 1000 and here you have 200, then your lot size is going to be 0.01 times 5, which is 0.05. The advantage is that I am sure that you can see it in it right here. But for example, if you go from 1000 and you have a really good trading week, for example, and you go to 2000, then the volume value, or the volume that you are using, is going to change based on your performance. So if you go to 2000, then you are not using 0.05 lots but 0.1 lots. So that's how you use the dynamic lot sizing. Okay, now let's create our function double volume function. And yeah, so we want to create this variable of the type double because we will be returning the lot size, which is going to be in as a double variable. So that's why double. And here we don't need any parameters, I think. Yeah, we don't need any of those. So now let's make an if-else statement. So we have two possibilities. So if our volume type is equal to volume static volume. Okay, then all we need to do is to assign. Okay, I will create our internal lot size variable so we don't mess anything here. Lot size equals to 0.01 based on or as an initial value, and then we can move on. Okay, so if we want to use static volume, then we can say that lot size is equal to our volume value. Now, of course, we have to check a few things here, because sometimes you have different conditions with the different brokers and such, or user enters some invalid value, so we want to check. I will do just a very basic checking that will catch like the most of the cases that can happen, and it's really simple. So you ask your or you want to receive an information about the maximum possible lot size and the minimum possible lot size. So the max lots is equal, now I think it's under symbol info double, but I'm not sure, symbol volume, yeah, max, and min lots, just so we have the same. Okay, symbol info double, symbol and symbol volume min. Okay, so now we have maximum allowed lot size and minimum allowed lot size. Now we just want to check. So if lot size, so lot size is larger than maximum lots, in this case we want to set lot size variable as maximum lots, so we go as high as we can. In different conditions or in different case, if lot size is lower than minimum lots, then we want to assign minimum lots value to our lot size, and if both of these cases are false, so none of this happens, then we just want to leave the lot size as it is, and we can do it right like this. I'll just return a lot size here, and let's call our else if function. So if volume type is equal to dynamic volume, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult, and I hope I will get it right on the first try, but we'll see. For our dynamic volume, we need more information about our account. So the first one is a very clear one, and that's account balance. So account info double and balance. So this is like this is our capital, and from this we will make our calculations. And the second thing I need is to get the digits, and I can get digits like this, so that's okay. And let's continue. So let's create our new variable called something like multiplier, and it's going to be simple. It's account balance divided by our volume value. So this is our multiplier. Then what we want to do is to assign a new value to our lot size. So lot size is equal to minimum lot. So because in dynamic volume we work with the minimum possible lot size, we want to multiply it by our multiplier value, and by this we get our lot size. But one more thing we need to do is to normalize double, because now we want to make sure that our double is in a, or our lot size is in a format that our expert advisor can use, because sometimes it messes up with the numbers and then we cannot use it. So we just have to normalize the lot size, and that's it. So lot size, and what we want to normalize it to is to the number of digits our broker uses, and you do it like this. Okay, now I think it should be okay. Let's test it out. And of course we have to get back here, and we have to call this volume function right here, and the same thing we have to do right here. So volume function, and now it should be working. So let's go back here and let's start with the static volume. For our testing purposes, let's set the initial value to something like 0.15, and let's see if that works. So we are waiting for our cell position. I can speed this up. We are entering our cell, and let's check. It was of our, here is our volume, and yeah, it was the volume as it should be. So this is working perfect. Now let's try another scenario. So for example, if we enter too low value, so this is not something that we should be able to open positions with, because it's too low. Then let's see if our error handling condition works, because now we should be entering a position with the minimum lot size, and we did. And let's make the same thing, or try the same thing for something crazy like this number. So now we should be entering our positions with the maximum lot size, but we have to keep in mind, yeah, there will be an error because we are trading with not enough capital, and that's because we are trading only with 10,000 USD. So if we increase this to, for example, something like this, then we should be able to open the maximum lot size. Let's check it, and yes, we do, and we are opening our maximum of 500. Okay, so yeah, this looks great. So let's get back to 10,000, and let's also try the dynamic volume. So because we are dealing with okay, let's set it to 1000. So just we can calculate, or we can check if it works on our own. So let's set the volume to 200. So now we should be using 0.05 lots, and let's see. And we are, as you can see here, we are. Now if I change this, for example, to 500, now we should be using 0.02.2 lots. because 1000 divided by 500 is 2. So yeah, it works. And the last case, for example, is by 10. Let's see if we will have enough capital in order to open such a position, and we don't. There will be exception, not enough capital. So we can't go as slow as 10, so let's try 50. So yeah, let's try 50. Let's see if we will have enough capital, and yeah, we do. So now we have 0.2, which is the right amount, because 1000 divided by 50 is 20, and 0.0 by 1 times 20 is 0.2. Okay, so this is it. Of course, a lot different functions can be added, but this video is getting pretty long, so I won't be adding any different functions right here. Maybe in another videos I will, for example, create a trailing stop function or some risk management function or something like this. I don't know, but this is, I think, a very good, like good basis for creating expert advisors, and I will show you why. So let's say that this is your template, and you don't want to have your expert advisor to be based on like moving averages. So what you do is that you take all of this code, you copy it, you create your new file, expert advisor. So let's say this is based on RSI or stochastic, yeah. You select all of this, you delete it, and you just paste this code. And all you have to worry about is this function. You can do anything you want to do in this function as long as it returns 1 for buying and 2 for selling. So you can do whatever you want in this function as long as it returns these values. And yeah, so now how fast can I create stochastic expert advisor with this template? So what I do is that I delete this line of code, I delete this line of code, I delete this, and I go back here, I delete this, I delete this. So this is like the template without the moving average crossover signal function. And yeah, so let's get into creating stochastic expert advisor in like 2 or 3 minutes. So stoch handle, so we have our handle, then we want to assign our stoch handle to our stochastic. I just don't remember these periods, so let's make it completely random. 12, 18, 9, something like this. Simple moving average, and this close. Let's go with this. You compile it. You go back here, you create a stochastic array for storing the values, and then you copy buffer, indicate a handler, that stochastic handle buffer number 0, 0, 1, 2, sorry, you need 2 values, and double array is stochastic array. And let's say, so the signal is here, so it's equal to, so if stochastic array at 1 is larger than 20 and stochastic array at position 0 is below 20, then we return 1. If stochastic array at position 1 is below 80 and stochastic array position 0 is above 80, we return 2 and then 0, and that's it. So by using this template and just typing this stuff, you now will have fully functional stochastic expert advisor with all of the functionalities that I described. So here you can see your stochastic, and here you can see that you are entering a sell position because I coded that if we go from above or from being above 80 to being below 80, I want to sell, and you can see that it works as it should. And I coded that if you are below 20 and you go above 20, you won't buy, so that's happening right here. And yeah, so that's it. Another buy position right here. If I speed it up, another sell position, and yeah. So this is for the stochastic, and by this you can take any indicator you want, basically any indicator, and you can combine the indicators as well. So if you can come up with some like combination of indicators, for example, if moving average is larger than something and stochastic is larger than something, then I want to sell or buy, or something like this. If you can put your thoughts into conditions like these and can come up with ones and twos for signals, then you just can change this function on its own, and the rest is going to work as it's working now. So yeah, I hope this video was and informative, that it was helpful for you, and yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye.